हेलो दोस्तों, आपका स्वागत है आपके अपने चैनल A to Z सब्जेक्ट में। आज हम ज्योग्राफी का पेपर डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, ICSE क्लास 10th का। ये पेपर हमको ICSE ऑनलाइन से मिला है। सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन 2 पे आएंगे, क्योंकि ये क्वेश्चन तो आपके मैप से बेस्ड है जो आपको मिला हो। ऑन द आउटलाइन मैप ऑफ इंडिया प्रोवाइडेड मार्क एंड नेम एन ओल्ड फोल्ड माउंटेन रेंज ऑफ इंडिया। तो ओल्ड फोल्ड माउंटेन रेंज कौन सी है? Old Ford mountain range is Aravalli. It is lying here in this particular range. Okay. Mark with an arrow and name the river also known as the Sorrow of Bihar. तो Sorrow of Bihar कौन सी है? कोसी रिवर है Sorrow of Bihar, तो ये यहाँ पे मार्क होगी। Then shade and level the Gulf of Kutch. Gulf of Kutch कहाँ पे है? Gulf of Kutch is in Gujarat. Here the Gulf of Kutch. Then mark and label the Karakoram Pass. Where is the Karakoram Pass? It is here. Okay, so this is Karakoram Pass. Mark and label an offshore oil field of India. Offshore oil field कौन सी है? मुंबई हाई, the offshore oil field of India. फिर उसके बाद शेड एंड लेबल द लेटेराइट सॉइल एरिया इन द नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया. सो लेटेराइट सॉइल इज हियर इन मेघालय. इट इज प्रेजेंट इन मेघालय, सम पार्ट्स ऑफ मेघालय. मार्क एंड नेम द शेयर्ड कैपिटल सिटी ऑफ पंजाब एंड हरियाणा. द शेयर्ड कैपिटल सिटी ऑफ पंजाब एंड हरियाणा इज द चंडीगढ़. 7th आंसर हियर. Mark and label the Western Ghats. Where are the Western Ghats? Here is the Western Ghats. From here to here it is located. Shade and label the river Krishna. So where is river Krishna? It is flowing from Maharashtra to Hyderabad. Here is river Krishna. Shade and label an area of dense population. So that is the Indo-Gangetic Plains, the UP, Bihar. That is the dense population area. Yes, you can mark. So this is the Indo-Gangetic plain. Okay. Now question number 3. The rainiest place in India in world gets the rain from Mysore. No, Bengal is not the densely populated. The densely populated is Indo-Gangetic plain. It is in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar or West Bengal. You can write. Yes. Okay. So Mysore, the rainiest place in the world, gets the rain from southwest monsoon wind, Bay of Bengal branch. The whole belt is densely populated, that is the UP, Bihar, Bengal. Choose the characteristic that is true about laterite soil. It undergoes desiltation. Okay? Yes. Tropical evergreen green vegetation, tropical desert vegetation, small leaves and spines. आपने काराकोरम रेंज लिख दिया, ठीक है. दैट वाज काराकोरम पास. Irrigation is practiced in large part of India. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Identify the type of coal that has the highest calorific value. Anthracite. सेकेंड का C होगा, इट इज रिच इन कैल्शियम. लेटेराइट सॉइल. ट्रू अबाउट द लेटेराइट सॉइल. सो उसका क्या रिच इन कैल्शियम है लेटेराइट सॉइल. MCQ सेकेंड का, then which, no, you are saying what you are saying. True characteristic of laterite is, अच्छा मार्किंग में लेटेराइट सॉइल की मार्किंग में मेघालय में है, लेटेराइट सॉइल दिख रहा है, ठीक है, तो इट इज़ इन मेघालय. विपुल, व्हाट आर यू सेइंग? क्या गलत बता दिया शौर्य बेटा? व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन? क्या गलत हो गया बताइए? ये लेटराइट सॉइल गलत है, डेसिलिसेशन नहीं होता इसमें. ट्रॉपिकल MCQ में बी आंसर होगा, उसमें आप क्या कह रहे हैं? थर्ड क्वेश्चन MCQ. अच्छा, देख लेते हैं एक बार थर्ड क्वेश्चन MCQ में. ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन स्मॉल लीव्स और स्पाइन होता है बेटा उसमें. ट्रॉपिकल डेजर्ट वेजिटेशन, ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन वेजिटेशन, इसमें क्या होना चाहिए? Similar to the tropical evergreen vegetation. तो इसमें क्या होना चाहिए? ट्रॉपिकल डेजर्ट वेजिटेशन. चलिए तब तक नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ बढ़ते हैं. फोर्थ का, इरिगेशन इज प्रैक्टिस्ड इन, चलिए, इरिगेशन is practiced in large part of India. India has variety of soil types, but R is not the correct explanation of A. D. Fourth is wrong. Why? Why, if the irrigation is practiced in large part of India, and the reason is India has a variety of soil types, this is not the right answer. This is not the right answer. If irrigation is practiced in large part of India, then the variety of soils is not the right answer for the irrigation. The monsoon dependent irrigation is primarily, the Indian agriculture is dependent on monsoon, not of the soil. टोपोशीट का लास्ट क्वेश्चन का आंसर बता दीजिए. व्हाट इज द टोपोशीट? चलिए, फोर्थ क्वेश्चन. फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन इज एंथ्रासाइट. फिफ्थ इज एंथ्रासाइट. सिक्स्थ इज okay. Sixth is the groundnut. What will be the answer of sixth? Is the groundnut. Seventh is the mustard. Eighth is the sugar industry. And ninth is the neem soap, composting. 7th, mustard is not right. Rabi cropping season. Rabi cropping season. Mustard is there in the Rabi cropping season. 6th, the residue of the groundnut forms an important part of cattle feed and manure. Okay. Pulses का भी होता है क्या? Residue of the groundnut. Residue of groundnut. Residue of groundnut. The residue of groundnut form an important part of cattle feed and manure. Yes. And what you are saying, pulses. Last MCQ का आंसर प्रयागराज एंड हल्दिया. प्रयागराज एंड हल्दिया. ग्राउंडनट एंड पल्सेस होगा बोथ. ओके, ठीक है, ठीक है. क्योंकि पल्सेस का भी जो रेसिड्यू होता है वो कैटल फील्ड और मैन्योर के लिए काम आता है. नहीं, केरला तो डेंसली पॉपुलेटेड नहीं है बेटा. इधर यूमिना जो आपकी वो रेंज है ना, इंडो गैंजेटिक रेंज, यूपी, बिहार, बंगाल, यही है आपका लार्जली पॉपुलेटेड, डेंसली पॉपुलेटेड. वाटरवे शोन इन द अबव पिक्चर. कौन सा वाटरवे है? प्रयागराज एंड हल्दिया. केरला डेंसली पॉपुलेटेड है. अच्छा. बिटुमिनस. बिटुमिनस है हाईएस्ट कैलोरीफिक वैल्यू. कोल दैट हैज़ द हाईएस्ट कैलोरीफिक वैल्यू. नहीं, एंथ्रासाइट होना चाहिए बेटा, बिटुमिनस नहीं होना चाहिए, एंथ्रासाइट ही होगा. चलिए नेक्स्ट. नेम अ स्टेट. नहीं, हाईएस्ट कैलोरीफिक वैल्यू एंथ्रासाइट ही होगा. नेम द स्टेट इन विच इज़ द फर्स्ट टू रिसीव द मॉनसून एंड ऑल्सो द लास्ट टू सी इट्स रिट्रीट. हाँ बेटा, दोनों ही दिख रहा है मुझे तो. पल्सेस का भी रेसिड्यू जो है वो इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ कैटल फीड और मैन्योर बनता है, और ग्राउंडनट का भी. तो दोनों में से कोई भी लिखेंगे तो सही होगा. चलिए, इसमें केरला होगा आंसर. स्टेट नहीं, कॉफ़ी जूट नहीं है. स्टेट विच इज़ फर्स्ट टू रिसीव द समर मानसून एंड इज़ ऑल्सो द लास्ट टू सी इट्स रिट्रीट. केरला होगा. ठीक है. मेंशन द वेदर कंडीशन एक्सप्रेस ड्यूरिंग द रिट्रीटिंग मानसून. क्या वेदर कंडीशन होती है? राइज इन टेम्परेचर होता है. राइज इन टेम्परेचर, मॉइस्ट हो जाती है लैंड. उसका बेटा दोनों होगा, ग्राउंडनट भी है, पल्सेस भी है, दोनों आंसर हैं उसके. मॉइस्ट लैंड हो जाती है, हाई टेम्परेचर और ह्यूमिडिटी होती है, ठीक है, हाई टेम्परेचर, ह्यूमिडिटी एंड राइज इन टेम्परेचर। ओके बेटा, ओके। नेम द विंड विच ब्रिंग्स रेनफॉल टू द शेडेड एरिया लेबल्ड ए। 6 का ग्राउंड नट होगा और पल्सेस भी हो सकता है, पर सबसे ज़्यादा जो वो है प्रोबेबिलिटी वो है ग्राउंड नट की। नेम द विंड विच ब्रिंग्स रेनफॉल टू द शेडेड एरिया लेबल्ड ए, द शेडेड एरिया लेबल्ड बी। इसका आंसर क्या होगा? Yes, yes, yes. Voice is not coming. Yes. ये How is the rain brought by winds named by you in above beneficial for the shaded area A? The winter rain is specifically benefited for rabi crops. राबी क्रॉप्स के लिए ये बेनिफिटेड है, सच एज वीट और एरिया बी प्राइमरी सोर्स ऑफ वाटर फॉर द रीजन एग्रीकल्चर एंड फिल द रिजर्वायर्स। क्रॉप्स लाइक राइस, राइस के लिए बेनिफिशियल है। शेडेड एरिया ए में बेनिफिशियल है राबी क्रॉप्स के लिए, शेडेड एरिया बी में बेनिफिशियल है राइस के लिए, ठीक है। क्लाइमेट ऑफ नैनीताल एंड ऊटी। Shyam attended winter trekking camps in both Nainital and Ooty. He observed that the mountains in Nainital were ice covered, whereas in Ooty they were ice free. As a student of geography, explain the reason for the difference in climate of Nainital and Ooty. What is the difference? डिफरेंस क्या होगा? लैटिट्यूड का डिफरेंस है मेन डिफरेंस। If Sham goes to Kochi in the same season, what difference of climate will he experience? He will experience a tropical maritime climate. Unlike the freezing cold of Nainital or the cool air of Ooty, Kochi will be warm and humid. Kochi will be warm and humid. Okay. So that's all for today. हो गया बेटा, MCQ सारे हो गए हैं. आप एक बार चेक कर लीजिए फिर से MCQ. साउथ में है कोई रीज़न नहीं है बेटा, उसका आपको डिफरेंस लिखना पड़ेगा. साउथ से नहीं आंसर होगा वो. सी ऑप्शन भी लिखा है, डी ऑप्शन भी लिखा है, तो कैसे मार्क्स मिलेंगे? सी और डी में दोनों में कैसे मिलेंगे बेटा? या तो सी होना चाहिए या डी होना चाहिए. टोपोशीट.
beta just 2 minutes, huh? Just 2 minutes. Wait for 2 minutes. Okay, so we are not discussing topo sheet right now because we don't have printout of topo sheet. Okay, so moving forward to another question, we were discussing question number 5th, right? Now we will be discussing question number 5th. Okay, so can anyone tell me the difference of altitude? Which one? Which difference of altitude? This question? Sorry, this is latitude. Okay. Which question beta? Radial, radial. ओके जिसको भी जो भी डाउट पूछना होगा मेक श्योर करना कि यू आर मेंशनिंग क्वेश्चन नंबर अलॉन्ग विद दैट ओके नाउ कमिंग टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 ऑब्जर्व द पिक्चर ऑफ द एक्स C2 सॉइल गिवन बिलो एंड आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चन तो यहाँ पे रिवर रोड प्लेन फ्लड पेन है रिजर्व टेरेस है कैन एनीवन टेल द सॉइल रिसोर्सेज फर्स्ट आंसर soil resource please send anyone topography drainage pattern okay so we will be discussing topography uh, topo sheet question but at the end of this video okay now it has given ठीक है identify the soil marked as an A तो A and one as a B so जो A है वो कौन सी soil होती है A is new alluvium soil that is also known as khadar and another soil that is B is known as old alluvium that is known as khadar ठीक है सॉरी भंगार now to the another question which of the following A or B is more fertile so कौन सी soil ज़्यादा fertile होती है that is khadar और slash has a new alluvium soil ठीक है okay bhangar and khadar now name the soil component derived from the decay of the dead plants and animals name name करो soil component कौन सा होगा soil component होगा it would be the humus humus कहाँ से derive होता है decay of the dead plants and animals now why is the component mentioned by you is an important for agriculture humus क्यों important होता है agriculture का वो इसलिए इम्पॉर्टेंट होता है बिकॉज ऑफ द फर्स्ट रीज़न दैट इज़ वो सॉइल फर्टिलिटी को इम्प्रूव करता है ऑलराइट so it improve the soil fertility and secondly the soil retain more moistures if the soil हाँ organic matter can also be the reason soil moisture हो सकता है फिर essential nutritions होते हैं उसमें ठीक है and so on okay now coming to the another question give the geographical reason to explain each of the following in arid region trees are planted in the rows perpendicular to the wind direction trees क्यों perpendicular direction में wind के direction में place किए जाते हैं मतलब grow किए जाते हैं सो दैट वो ना विंड ब्रेक की तरह एक्ट करते हैं इससे क्या होता है जो ओवरऑल विंड होती है ना वो उसका जो स्पीड होती है वो ऑटोमेटिकली कम हो जाती है सो जो अगर विंड कट आउट हो जाती है उसकी स्पीड रिड्यूस हो जाती है तो उससे क्या होता है जो सॉइल इरोजन की चांसेस थी वो सिग्निफिकेंटली डिक्रीज हो जाते हैं ओके ना कमिंग टू द अनदर क्वेश्चन ऑर्गेनिक मैटर हो सकता है ऑफकोर्स प्रिवेंटिंग सॉइल इरोजन येस करेक्ट आंसर ब्रो व्हाट अबाउट द महाराष्ट्र ज्योग्राफी पेपर स्टोलन केस God knows one PPT is enough organic okay humus to prevent the soil erosion by wind good okay voice is low okay am I audible now black soil did not get leached black soil क्यों leached नहीं होती है tell me the reason why it does not get leached because of high water holding capacity high water holding capacity am I right हाँ ओके, हाई मॉइस्चर रिटेंशन भी लिख सकते हैं. इट बिकम्स स्टिकी व्हेन द वेट्स एंड रिटेन मॉइस्चर्स. ओके, एनी अदर रिस्पॉन्स अदर देन दिस? ओके, सो जो सॉइल होती है वो स्टिकी हो जाती है और वेट हो जाती है. इससे क्या हो जाता है, जो डाउनवर्ड मूवमेंट होता है वाटर का, उसे वो प्रिवेंट हो जाता है. उसे ही बोलते हैं हम लोग लीचिंग. मैम पेपर में नंबर मिल जाएगा अगर लेबलिंग पेन से है. पेपर में नंबर मिल जाएगा अगर लेबलिंग पेपर. हाँ ठीक है, मिल जाएगा. ठीक है. इट इज़ डिफिकल्ट टू ग्रो राइस इन द रेड सॉइल विदाउट द हेल्प ऑफ इरिगेशन. मेरी वॉइस थोड़ी सी लो होगी, सो मेक श्योर करना कि तुम अपना जो भी है आपके डिवाइस का वो वॉल्यूम इंक्रीज कर सकते हो. प्लीज स्पीक इन इंग्लिश, आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड. ओके ओके ओके, गॉट इट. सी, coming to the another question, that is, if it is difficult to grow rice in the red soil without help of irrigation. Why? Because the red soil is highly porous. What does mean it highly porous? Highly porous means that it is not able to retain water. Therefore, rice is grown in black soil. Okay, not in the red soil. Okay, now coming to the another question, that is, do you want me to solve this question? What is soil conservation? As you all know. Now name the two areas in the North India where the soil conservation is required. Where do you think soil conservation is required? Rajasthan, right? And another one area, that Aravali range area. Okay, now name two methods of soil conservation. So you can mention, okay, uh, you can mention that Rajasthan and one more, that is hill station like Himachal and the others area. Okay, now name two methods of soil conservation. So you can write that trace farming. Of course, trace farming is also the correct answer. Okay, there are many. Okay, let it be. Now coming to the another question, why forests are important for Indian economy? So why the forests are important? Because they provide raw material for industry, prevent soil erosion, help in maintaining ecological balance. All right. Now coming to the another question, that is, identify the forest conservation method described below. A sustainable system of managing a piece of land through combined production of the agriculture, forest crops and animal rearing. So the correct answer would be, what do you think? Which type of conservation method is this? This is agroforestry. Yes, agroforestry would be the correct answer. Now, the planting of the trees along the sides of the road, railways lines, and on the hill slope. So, what would be the correct answer? The correct answer would be pineal motifers. Okay. Now, sorry. So, what? What? Okay, sorry. Planting of the trees along the side of the road, railways. What is this? This is known as social forestry. This is known as social forestry. Okay, now coming to the another question. Refer to the image and answer the following question. Name of the vegetation, that is mangrove for marshy, vegetation, that is mangrove forest. Okay, now one adaptive feature of this type of vegetation, इसमें क्या है, जो roots है वो upward direction में है. ठीक है, so that they get oxygen. ठीक है, they get oxygen, so through roots. Okay, हाँ, long water lodge roots. Okay, this is also the correct answer. Now name the region where this type of vegetation is commonly found in India. It is found in the Sundarban Delta, if you remember. That is in West Bengal. Sundarban Delta, West Bengal. Okay, now coming to the another question. Give one geographical reason to explain each of the following. Desert vegetation has a long roots. Why it has a long roots? So that they can water, access water of deep underground water. Deep underground water. ठीक है, I wrote agroforestry and mixed farming. That is also the correct answer. Now, at a higher altitude, the trees are often conical in the shapes. Why? So that the snow can easily slide off. Okay. Okay. Now, tropical monsoon forests are also called as a tropical deciduous forest. Why? Because they shed their leaf. Okay. Now, coming to the another question. Do you want further question or else I should end over you? मैम अगर मैप निकल जाए तो उसमें यूनिट लिखा हो तो उसमें अटैच करके दूँ. आई एम नॉट गेटिंग कि मैं टोपो का फॉरेस्ट कैसे निकालूँ. ओके ठीक है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 12. Okay, how many of you want me to discuss question number 12? What does the impact waste accumulation has on our environment? It is harmful for our environment. Okay, so this was your topo sheet, right? I don't have topo sheet right now. 11th and 12th. Okay, illiterate forest ठीक होगा. Okay, just wait for 1 minute. We will be discussing last question, that is question number 11th and 12th. Is it okay? We will be only discussing two questions more. That is question number 11 and 12. Is it alright? Okay. Create mosquitoes and spreading dengue, malaria. ठीक है. Which school do you study around? Any other doubt other than this? Now the question says that inland water transportation is most popular in Nagaur. Give the two reasons. State me two reasons. St. Joseph. Okay, so you are from St. Joseph School. Okay, why the inland is more popular? Because of the rivers. Because the rivers are present. There are perennial river. That is, those in northern part of India, we have the rivers that flows throughout the year. All right, because of the two reasons. That is perennial river. Okay. Another thing is that that is another river have flowed flat levels. Okay, whereas the peninsular rivers are more have uneven. Okay, because of flat region area. Okay, now what is the purpose of developing golden quadrilateral? What is the purpose? Reducing 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 time. Now coming to the another question, comfortably for week. Question number 7. Okay. Okay. No problem. You can check your answers as well. Any other doubt till here? would be the correct answer? I am question number 7. Okay, hold on. Geographical reason कि presence of numbers of the port has strengthened the transportation system. How? Because 95% of Indian foreign trades are done from these ports only. Okay, the number of the airport in the country is on rise. Why? Because the airports provide rapid connectivity, right? It reduces the time, and nowadays airports flights are also becoming affordable. All right. Okay, now coming to the another question, railways are considered as an ideal for transportation of a bulky goods over the long distance. Why? Because railways have high load high load carrying capacity, and they are more fuel efficient and cost effective. Okay, cost effective. Okay, now coming to the another question, that is impact of waste accumulation से क्या होता है, environment degradation होता है, pollution होता है, soil का होता है, and if you burn that waste, then air pollution होता है, and if you are dumping that garbage or waste into the water bodies, then of course water pollution भी होता है. Okay, now coming to the another question, that is, which picture is this? This is the picture of the waste management practices. What is this? This is waste management practice. Okay, coming, what are the two benefits that you can see? That is soil enrichment, that is fertility improve होती है, overall जो nutrition level है वो भी improve होता है. नाउ इससे क्या होता है, अगर वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट प्रैक्टिसेस प्रॉपरली फॉलो होती है तो अनदर क्या हो जाता है, जो हमारे लैंडफिल का जो लोड है वो सिग्निफिकेंटली लेवल से रिड्यूस हो जाता है. ना सजेस्ट 3 एडवाइस, क्या आप एडवाइस सजेस्ट करोगी? हम उससे सजेस्ट करेंगे कि आप रिड्यूस, रीयूज़ एंड रिसाइकिल करना स्टार्ट करो. मैम ये तो बता दीजिए, मेथड का नाम तो बता दीजिए. सॉइल वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट मेथड, सॉइल वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट प्रैक्टिसेस भी कर सकते हैं. मैम कैन इट बी ओजोन डिप्लीशन बाय बर्निंग ऑफ द वेस्ट? ओजोन डिप्लीशन बर्निंग ऑफ वेस्ट से नहीं होता है. इफ़ यू रिमेंबर इट वेरी वेल, हमारा क्लोरोफ्लोरोकार्बन इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर ozone layer depletion. Okay, which is found, which you can find in the refrigerator. Okay, composting, I don't think so composting can be the correct answer, but yeah, composting can also be the correct answer. I think it can be, but as the name suggests, name the waste management practice. Okay, sorry, I didn't name. Sorry, this would be the composting. Okay, I thought we have to just describe the question. Okay, now ठीक है, फिर इको फ्रेंडली ट्रांसपोर्ट, इको फ्रेंडली मेथड्स, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, एनर्जी एंड वाटर कंजर्वेशन. Now waste can be segregated before the disposal, because biodegradable waste can be composed and recyclable. Now dumping could be harmful for environment. Of course, what it creates a breeding ground for mosquito and the other insects. Okay, radioactive is the most harmful. Why? Because it has, sorry for the disturbance. Okay, now high energy ionizing radiation. Why? And if anything got compacted, ma'am, Toposheet. See, student, I don't have Toposheet along with me, so I won't be able to. Now, Raghu wants to irrigate his large field and ensure. This is the last question that I am attempting towards. I won't be attempting any other further. I will not be attempting any further question. Okay. What I'm saying. Now, coming to the last question. 7th. Okay, okay. I'm doing 7th question only. Okay. So this is dip irrigation system. Now name the method that will be suitable. That is drip irrigation system. You can also write sprinkler system, sprinkler irrigation. Okay. Now how this method help reducing evaporation, preventing runoff, efficient absorption. Okay. Now you can create the induction and perennial canal. Okay. Okay, ma'am, sprinkler will not be the correct answer. Now, ma'am, as the question states the large field sprinkler work only for the small. See, you can write sprinkler as well. The most appropriate answer would be irrigation system. Okay, all right. Any other problem? Tube well, no. Tube well, how how can it the correct answer would be tube well? Okay, now coming to the another question, you have to differentiate between the groundwater. So the groundwater, now you can write the reason on your own that why the groundwater is reducing rapidly. Now one conservation method. What can be the conservation method? Rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting would be the suitable answer. Now state the reason for each. Why the wells are common in the northern area? Because it is easy, because of the soft soil, it is easy to dig well. Okay. Now many states have restricted the use of tube wells. Why? Because of the rapidly because of the rapid depletion of table water. Yes, yes, Ruchia, you have written correct answer. Canal is it is conserved water. Why? Canal it conserves water. You can write that as well. Okay, tank irrigation is most popular. Why? Why the tank irrigation is most popular? Because it is difficult to dig well. Difficult to dig well. Okay, and it receive high rain. Okay, okay, okay. That is also the correct answer. Any doubt till here? Any other doubt till here? Ma'am, please do question 8. No, 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 no. I'm already getting late. Okay, last question. We are attempting 8th question. After this, we will not be attempting any further questions. Am I correct to all? मैम प्लेन टेरेन फॉर वेल हाँ ठीक है दैट कैन ऑल्सो बी द करेक्ट आंसर Okay, now coming to the another question, that is, state the two advantages of the natural gas over. Coming to the question number 8, that is natural, state two advantage of natural gas over the coal. Natural gas is clean, ठीक है. Another, that is, it is easy to transport. Now Umesh and Sagar is employed. So what do you think that they would be working? Okay. So they would be working the most possible. Another one, Kyonjal, and another one, Mayur Bhanch. Sorry, Mayur Bhanch. Now state the two use of the copper. What are the two uses? They are used for electrical wiring and alloying. Okay, now Bhakanangal is a joint venture. It is a joint venture of which states? Punjab, Haryana, and Rajasthan. Okay, it is built on Satluj River. Now coming to the another question, two major benefits, that is hydroelectric power and irrigation. Now, one word the following: the renewable energy produced by the natural rise and fall of the ocean water. Which energy it is known as? Energy that arises from the natural rise and fall of the ocean. Okay. Tidal energy. Okay. Now, an ore of aluminium mineral that is used to make the strong steel. What do you think is the correct answer? Bauxite. Yes, bauxite can also be the correct answer. Bauxite is the correct answer. Okay, now one more mineral that makes steel strong, that is manganese. Okay, any doubt? Any doubt till here? Okay, so that's it for the video, guys. Bye bye, take care, and all the best for your next exam. मैम सौरो ऑफ बिहार को मार्क किया एंड ब्लू कलर किया. गुड, इट इज़ ओके. एनी अदर डाउट? पर उसका नाम नहीं लिखा बेटा. हाउ वुड यू गेट आंसर? हाउ वुड यू गेट मार्क्स? You will be given only and a half marks. Any other doubt other than this? No doubts? Okay, chalo, bye bye, take care.